Sick of these airplanes. You're just rude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. In this video, I tried some new products. I tried the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, which I've worn before, but I haven't worn it on my channel because I really wanted to test it out and see how it works. And so far, I really love this foundation. I picked up the Colourpop times Kathleen Lights Dream Street Shadow Palette. It consists of 12 shadows, which is very pretty for people who are just now getting into makeup, but it has like some pops of color, very bold colors that I actually really love. And if you are on the go and if you travel a lot, this is the perfect size for you. You could just fit it into something simple. It's very small. You don't have to take multiple palettes with you. So I definitely like that about this palette here. Later in the end of the video, I am going to swatch all of these that I picked up from Colourpop. Oh Lord. And I also picked up some lippies from Colourpop. Right now I am wearing the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights Ultra Satin Lip in the color Dreamy. Without further ado, let's just hop on into the video. Please do not get to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's just hop on into it and let's see how I got this look. God, this is just so cute. Like, I'm really digging this. New product that I am trying today is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I know I'm late. I get it. I know that I'm late. I know that I should have been did a review on this foundation, but I'm doing it today, so don't drag me, okay? Okay, so I ended up doing my brows and everything off camera. So I'm going to prime with the NARS Radiant, the NARS Radiance Primer. And I've used the new NARS foundation, and I really like it, but I just wanted to review it on my channel. Everyone asks me, you know, what do you do for your foundation, or what foundation do you use, or like what do you do for skincare, or how does your foundation look so good? A tip that I recommend is if you're buying a foundation and the line has a primer, it's always best to get the primer with the foundation. So for example, I'm using a NARS foundation primer and a NARS foundation. For the foundation to work the way it's supposed to, it's best to get the primer and the foundation together. And I feel like if you do that, the foundation, it'll perform to the best of its ability. That's why I always get, if a foundation comes out or if I purchase a foundation, if there's a primer by that specific brand, I'm gonna get the primer. Makes sense? So a little bit about this foundation. I am in the shade Syracuse, and some details on this foundation: it is a natural radiant finish, which is good for people like me, because people like me, I have dry skin, so it just works. It is transfer resistant, sweat resistant, fade resistant, and non-drying. It is a 16-hour foundation, and let's see, high coverage, is super natural. It is infused with raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts, ooh, to help smooth and improve the look of your skin instantly and over time for full power radiance. Okay, NARS. It has a specialized skin matching technology to ensure your truest match yet. And it comes in 33 shades, which I think is the bomb. Unlike some brands. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. I have this friend here that just decided to pop up out of nowhere. I mean, you weren't invited, you don't pay rent, you know, you didn't contribute to any bills, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta go. But in the meantime, I'm going to spot conceal with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the shade Pure Beige. Cover that up, you know. And the best way to get rid of like pimples like this when you're doing your makeup is to actually like just spot conceal. That way you'll get a better view. It'll peek through probably because it like rolls, but at least the color won't peek through. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. And I'm going to use 3 pumps. That should be enough for coverage. And I am going to place this on my face. Now, like I've said, I've used this foundation before, and me and this foundation has fought because, first of all, I'm gonna thank NARS for being very inclusive and, you know, coming out with 33 shades. But I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to like find my shade because I had so many options. But I tried Valencia, it was too peachy, and Aruba was too light. So Syracuse, it was my best match. And for a second I thought I was Tahoe, but when I swatched it I was like, whoa, that's a little too dark. That's probably my summertime shade. Might be Tahoe, I don't know. But I'm gonna take my beauty blender sponge and I'm going to blend it. Okay, so it blends very nicely. It has a medium coverage, and I like how it's blendable. Like it just spreads very smoothly, and it does have a radiant finish. I don't know if you see that, but okay. It's kind of, from what I'm getting right now, it's kind of like a Your Skin But Better foundation, which I kind of like. I like full coverage, but I don't like too full of a coverage foundation. But this is really nice. So to conceal, I know in previous videos I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I like, but I realized that it's not really a warm concealer. I used it for my eyebrows, but it's not really that warm of a concealer. So I'm gonna go back to my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and I'm kind of gonna mix the two because I like the finish of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, but I like the warmth of this. So in other words, your girl has to find a new concealer. If you live in Birmingham, you can go to Luxe Beauty on Green Springs to find this highlighter, and I think it retails for, I want to say $4.99. It's been a minute since I've purchased this concealer because I have so many already. And the month of April is actually planned, but the month of March isn't planned, which is really not good because March is here. So by the time this video is posted, it's probably going to be like March 1st or March 2nd. So I had to plan out what I'm going to post and what looks I'm going to do for you guys for the month of March. But April is planned because April is like prom season / wedding season, and I have a few looks in mind for you guys. So I really cannot wait for the month of April because it's going to be pretty exciting. What I did for contouring my nose is I just brought my concealer, blended it up all the way up in here because I don't do the 2 lines. I can't stand those 2 lines. So this is what I do. Blended. So far, I really like this foundation. So, Fenty, I love you, but you're gonna be put to the side for a little quick second. Okay. So for baking, I'm gonna use my Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder in the shade Yellow. And then I take a face brush like this. I don't even know who this is by. This was a gift. This set was a gift a few years ago. And I'm just gonna like use it to just set my whole face. And then as I set, I'm just gonna wipe it all off because like I said, I don't like to bake because I have dry skin already, so I don't want it to be like too drying. I'm gonna take a break from my face for a quick second and I'm gonna move on to my eyes. A new product is definitely, this brand isn't new to my life. I've been using this brand for a minute. I just haven't used it really on my channel. I'm not pretty sure why. But for my eyes, a new product I'm using today is the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. And the packaging is so cute and it's so pretty and dreamy. And here is what the palette looks like. It consists of 12 shades. I like this palette. It's really simple. I could use it for every day. I can take it with me if I'm traveling or if I'm going out of town. You can do a daytime look, a nighttime look. I actually really like this palette and I think it's really pretty. I don't even know what look we're going for. I'm just actually gonna freestyle this look and go with the flow. First, I'm gonna take this color here, and this is the color Twinkle. So I'm gonna take Twinkle and I'm gonna place it in my crease. Only thing about that palette, I wish it had a mirror so I don't have to keep using this one. I've used Colourpop before, but I've used their Super Shock shadows that come like in a little pot. I've never used a color palette, so a Colourpop palette from them. So far the matte shades are gliding on very nicely and it's blending very well too. So I kind of like it. Next in the palette, I am going to take this color, and this is the shade Water Bearer. Yeah, Water Bearer, and I'm gonna take that color and I'm gonna place it right on top of Twinkle. Oh yeah, I like this color because it gives it some warmth. Let me zoom in for y'all. Here we go. Yeah, you guys are up close and personal in my space. Okay, this chocolate color here in the shade Moony. Gonna place it right here and then just drag and blend it out. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna carve my lid because I really want the shadow that I'm gonna place on my lid, I really want it to pop. And I got this trick from Daisy Perkins. It really helps just to make the shadow pop a little more. So I'm gonna take my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and just kind of like carve out the lid a little bit. Not carve it, but I guess just what I like to say, maybe re-prime the lid. Because it's not going to be a cut crease. I'm just cleaning it. That's all. Just cleaning it up a little bit. And you don't want to use too much of the soft ochre paint pot because you don't want it to be too creamy. You just want to do a little spring cleaning on your lid. See what that does? I'm gonna go over that a little bit more. Yeah. See? For my lid, I'm gonna take Shooting Star and Magical, and I'm gonna place those two on my lid. Magical is like a very copper penny. It's like the color of a penny. It reminds me of that really pretty color. Ooh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love that. Okay, my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. If you hear my stomach growling, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's nice. And I'm gonna take Shining Star and I'm gonna place it in the inside right beside Magical. So that way you just, you know, the colors kind of just fade and blend in together. So pretty. People use their fingers for a better result. Right now I don't feel like being messy, so I'm just gonna use a brush. I'm placing Spark right in my inner tear duct to kind of make that pop a little more. Wow, this is so pretty. Like, I am here for it. Okay, so I'm not gonna line my lash line with a liner. I'm actually gonna take this color here, Moony, and I'm gonna use that as a liner, and I'm taking a Morphe M32 flat brush, and I'm gonna use that to kind of, I guess, tight line a little bit. And I'm just gonna, oh yeah, I love it. It's pretty. I like brown. I like, for some reason I'm starting to like this technique because it helps with tight lining, and it also gives it just a more softer look. I love it. I don't know, I'm kind of into looking soft these days. Not so drag queenish. Being extra, I mean, that's just the way it is. You're like, you know, that's just something that's just not going to change. So I'm going to take the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara times Shayla in black, Baddest Black. And I'm running out. I need more. To bronze up my face, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. And I'm going to use that to bring some color back to my face. And to kind of bronze me up a little bit. So I really don't want to harshly contour. Honestly, I like to bronze my face and just keep it moving and bring some color back to the face because we don't want to be too chiseled. For blush, I'm taking my e.l.f. brush. Bleh. For blush, I'm taking my e.l.f. blush palette. It's kind of ugly and broken up, but I'm gonna take this shade here and I'm gonna use that for blush. And I'm not really big on blush either, but honestly, blush, I keep saying brush, blush just brings color to the face. So not really big on it, but I can tolerate it. I want something really soft and pretty, so I'm taking my Flutter lashes in the style Heavenly. I did my lower lash line and everything off camera, so I am going to move on to highlighting. If you guys don't already know, my favorite highlighter is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight. Like, I mean, you guys already know this by now, but I'm gonna use that to highlight my face. And it's just gonna be a little subtle highlight. To me, this is subtle. So if it's not subtle to you, it's subtle to me. And I'm gonna place it on my chin and down the bridge of my nose. I love highlighting my Cupid's bow, because when I do my lipstick, it just, I don't know, it just makes it look so pretty. I have some new products from Colourpop, and I'm gonna take the lip pencil. I rarely ever use lip pencils, but I'm gonna take this lippy pencil in the shade BFF3, and I'm gonna take the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade Dreamy. Take the Ultra Satin Lip and Kathleen Lights times Colourpop in the shade Dreamy, and oh, this is pretty. Okay, this is, oh, okay, this is really, really pretty. Okay, this is pretty. This is really pretty. I like the formula of this lip. It's the satin. Wait a minute. It's a satin lip, so I really like the formula. It's not matte. It's satin. It's creamy. I love the finish. I love the color. This color is very different and it's very unique. It's warm. It's really pretty, and I really, really like this. Okay, let me just set my face. I'm gonna set my face using the Mario Badescu facial spray rose water. You know, just take a shower in it. This is, oh, she's cute. Let me calm down because I'm excited. Okay, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I actually really like this look. So my thoughts on everything. I love the NARS Radiant Foundation. I love this foundation. It is so pretty and luminous. Like I've said, I've worn it before, and it really, really is true to what it says in regards to being long wearing and 16-hour long. You can wear it for 16 hours. Like, it's gonna stay on. And I love, 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 love this foundation. And I finally got my shade. Throughout the day, I realized I would get a tad bit oily, but not too oily to the point where it's like, whoa, sis. In regards to the Dream Street palette, I love this palette. I think it's cute. I love the packaging. The packaging is really nice. I also love the color selection in the palette as well. It is very wearable. You could do a daytime look, you can do a nighttime look, you could do a smoky eye, you could do a simple everyday eye. I like this palette for someone who's just starting out in makeup, for someone who doesn't really do a lot but you have options. This palette retails for, I think, $16. If not, I'll just place it here. But yeah, this palette retails for $16, and I really love the color selection. The only thing I wish this palette had was a mirror, but other than that, it is a really great palette. Also got a few new lippies from Colourpop. The color I'm wearing right now is Dreamy with the Colourpop lip pencil in BFF3. So got the Love Serai and Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Ariba. This is Ariba, and ooh, it is a very pretty red. It dries matte, but it is a very pretty red. It's a very warm red. What I'm wearing is Kathleen Lights times Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade Dreamy, and it is a very satin finish, if you guys can see that there. Love Serai and Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade 951. It is a very cool tone nude lip color. I think that's pretty too. I like the formula of the satin lips because they're not matte, they're just very soft, and they look soft. They don't look drying, they look very hydrating. Also, ooh, oh god, it got dirty so quick. I also picked up the Colourpop lip pencil, and this is in the shade BFF. It's a very creamy lip pencil. You don't have to sharpen it. I'm not sure if it I'm not sure how this lip pencil works in regards to sharpening it or extending it. I'm not sure, but I like the formula. I like the finish. It's not a pencil, so it's not hard on my lips. It just glides on very nicely and very smoothly. I like the new products I have. So yes, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you would like to see more new product reviews, let me know. And I'm going to pick up some more Colourpop stuff because I have some Colourpop products, but I'm not going to lie, I've been sleeping. So I would like to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.